Yo, it's me back again for another video. So today I want to talk about basically the hidden meaning or the hidden value in knowing uh, or what's most important to you, like knowing what you want out of life, right? And what I mean by what you want out of life, it is just what's most important to you, right? So for some people, it could be family, kids, purpose, your direction. Could be like a whole host of a lot of different things. Um, it just could be whatever. Like for me, one of the big things is family. It's my contribution to my family, to like lighting up their lives, or trying to learn more so that I can pass on that knowledge. Like that's important to me. um so just in general, like that's kind of what it could be. But for you, it could be something completely different. Yeah, it's also my own. It's my purpose. Like what am I here for? Like what really gets me going? Like knowing those things, like knowing the things that I like for myself. Um, and just outside of what other people may think or expect of me. Like, and to me, that's what like many people should be trying to find and understand for themselves. So generally that's kind of what it is. You can kind of answer that question for yourself as far as like these specifics, but it's really just what are the things in this life that's most important to you, uh, that isn't attached to what the crowd thinks, or what the crowd thinks you should be, or what other people have to say. Like what is truly important to you. I should be looking over here, shouldn't I? I'm looking at myself. Um, Sorry about that, y'all. It's just my bad. This is new. I'm not used to doing this camera situation like this. If I had my setup, it would be much better, right? I'm used to that, but I'm using my phone now, and I'm in some other location, secret location. I can't tell you where it is. Never mind. Somebody got banned for saying this. It's a joke, but apparently it's an issue. People take it seriously. Anywho, yeah, a major hidden reason why knowing what you want out of life, and uh, knowing what's most important to you is ideal, basically. I'm sure there's another way to say it. I'll figure it out with the title. Um, and to me, that reason is it you really it really helps to keep you aligned, right? It helps to um, reconnect you with yourself. So I had there was a moment in my life where a lot of things just piled up on me, right? uh, People say they hit rock bottom. Well, I hit under the bottom. Like I was like like beneath the rock, beneath the dirt, between those two little areas. uh, and I it was a low that is difficult to describe, for somebody to comprehend if they haven't been there before. And one of the things that kind of reconnected me with where I wanted to go, because if you get down there too long, you hang out too long, you get lost and you forget where you're going or where you came from or whatever. And one of the things that really just kind of reconnected me with myself was just being realigned or seeing some of the things that I wanted. in life, right? It was um, kind of latching on to that energy, like being able to identify it and then latching on to that energy, if that makes any sense, right? That idea, like, okay, this is where I'm going, like, so you just grab hold of that in particular, and it's like, okay, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing this, and this is why I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that I'm capable of, right? These are the things that give me happiness. It give me power. You know, just knowing that can help carry you through so many different things. Knowing where you want to go. I'm doing it again. Looking at myself. But yeah, knowing where you want to go. Knowing what it is that you want out of life. Like when you're doing well, this is when you need to figure this stuff out. All right. Because when you get low, that's when you're going to need it. You're going to need to be reminded of what you want to do and what your life is about. And to me, it makes me wonder, because that energy is very powerful. It's very powerful. Like it's very inspirational. You know, once you figure it out and you latch onto it, it can help pull you through a lot of different things. And for me, it makes me wonder about, you know, what that energy could do for me when I'm at my best, right? When I'm not at the bottom, when I latch onto it and things are going well. You know, energy that powerful, what an idea, a belief, or a reconnection that powerful, what could it do when things are going well, right? And it makes me wonder something else, of course, about people that, like, well, okay, so very successful people have stated multiple times that they had to find ways to run off of their own energy, to run off of their own value, their own will to achieve their goals. It has to be that, right? It has to be connecting to what you want, why you want it, and the fact that it's for you and not for anybody else. That it's not for show. You know what I'm saying? That it's for uh, it's something that resonates with you and the direction that you want to take your life in. That it has nothing to do with anybody, because that's where people get mixed up. People they start thinking about how they're gonna do well, and they think about what they're gonna buy, the physical things, the sugar, as I call it, you know, the women that's gonna be around them, all this other stuff, and they neglect themselves. They neglect what they truly want, and it many people, they kind of find themselves seeking it in toxic vices. That's what I'm gonna call it, and they just never. It's I don't know. They never really find what they're looking for, because they never took out time to figure out what it is that they're looking for. You know. So that's my view anyway. Um, but yeah, success comes from somewhere, and I believe that connecting to that type of energy, that mindset, that goal, knowing where you want to go, that can keep you going when you're at the work, when you're at your worst, but also really get you going and make it difficult for you to be stopped when you're at your best. All right, especially when you kind of come like when you've seen that bottom, you know, when you've seen the lowest of the low, and then you latch onto it and you realize how powerful knowing where you want to go is, like having some kind of an idea or vision for what's next or why you're here, what you like specifically, not what other people like. It's a lot more powerful than you realize, than some people realize anyway. And I think that that's how some people end up very successful, is because they know what they want and they find a way to use that to run off of their own energy, their own belief in themselves. And so much that, any kind of negative, hearsay, whatever, people that doubt you, and so on and so forth, it doesn't matter, because they are not your source, right? These outside people that don't understand your brilliance or your value, or that demean you or whatever, they are not your source for your machine that you're building. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not the source of that energy. They're not your gas or your fuel or whatever. They have they're not your batteries. So it's like you're isolated from them in a way. And to me, it just gives a whole new meaning to what David Goggins means when he says stay hard. Stay hard. Stay hard. It's like he's always saying it when he's like jogging down the street, you know what I'm saying, talking about remaining focused and conquering shit, taking over, being a monster, all this other stuff. I don't know if he said that specifically, but it's, something like that. I think that that's part of it. Staying hard is staying aligned with the direction that you want to go in, staying aligned with your goal, and not worrying about what anybody has to say. Like, don't use their energy to get to where you want to go, if you can help it, right? Don't use anybody's energy, good or bad. Like, use your own. Like, believe in yourself. That's my view. So yeah, I think that's enough for this one. It's a little long compared to the other two, but whatever. I mean, I feel like I did a decent job explaining what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So like, comment, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Am I incorrect somehow? Do you have another take, or do you agree? Feel free. Yeah. This is what I'm gonna do for now. Up until I get back to my setup or I find a new setup. I'm trying to post at least 2 a week, so we'll see how all of this goes. Yeah, and I kind of wanted to do stuff like this anyway, so it all works out. All right, people, enjoy yourself. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah.